Joanne Mucci and Grace Barrett have been friends, traveling together on missions trips for several years. In the first part of 2010, Joanne Mucci and Grace Barrett read an article in Mosaic magazine about a group that was making dolls and sending them to children in other countries. The women began to pray, asking God to direct His vision to reach children, adults, shut-ins, or the homeless in impoverished nations. Excitement quickly began to grow as Joanne and Grace heard that Hickory Grove Baptist Church in Charlotte, North Carolina, had a missions trip to Peru in just 2 short weeks. The first week in March, Dolls on Mission had their first meeting to make these dolls. Materials were needed. Volunteers brought yarn, cloth, stuffing, paint, beads, and their talents of sewing and creativity. Everyone pitched in, and the missions team left for Peru on March 13, 2010, with the first 40 dolls from Dolls on Mission.
Shortly after, God called Grace to move to Texas so that He could expand the Dolls on Mission team. 2 willing hearts stepped in, Doris Davis and Shirley Jones. The ladies helped to organize and serve for Dolls on Mission.
Each doll is crafted by hand. The dolls have 2 unique faces. The first side is a sad face, which represents life without Christ. The second side is a happy face, which represents life with Christ. A card in the child's language is attached explaining the message of salvation and illustrated by salvation beads, which are strung and worn around the necks of each doll.
It has been so exciting to watch what God is doing, almost unbelievable. At one time, we were wondering if we should do something to allow us to get the money needed for supplies. We were soon to find out that God had already spoken to hearts for His work, that He was allowing Grace and me to be a part of it. Individuals who work with us started bringing their own materials and freely giving their time and love to be able to make these dolls. One day we came home to find 6 bags of stuffing. The children at church started making salvation bracelets. A neighbor volunteered to make cards for the bracelets. Materials started to come in from friends and neighbors, and women were coming on board to cut and sew. I can't begin to tell you how blessed and excited we were. What we didn't know was God had already touched hearts to send requests for more dolls besides the ones already in Peru. There is nothing small about our God. Sometimes He does things in a big way. Other times it's a quiet, still whisper to your heart. We know these dolls will go places we can't afford to go. They will touch a child who may have lost everything or has never had a toy at all. No matter where they go, they will bring God's love to many who may never know they are loved.
Dolls are given freely to anyone who will accept them, and in 2010, over 3,000 dolls have been sent all over the world, from North America, South America, and Asia, just to start. Dolls on Mission has partnered with others, International Graphics Tech, who donate space to make the dolls, Dunn Manufacturing, who provided barrels of polyurethane to stuff the dolls, Crisis Care Training International, Child Evangelism Fellowship, and Samaritan's Purse, to name a few whose missionaries give the dolls to willing hearts. First, we invite you to participate by contributing with your much-needed prayers. We invite you to participate by contributing with your time to help make these dolls. We invite you to participate by contributing with sponsoring the shipping costs of the dolls. We invite you to participate by starting up your own small group to help make dolls for people around the world. Those who are sick, those who are suffering from poverty, those who have survived a natural disaster, or your neighbor who needs to know our Father's unfailing love.
And the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is through. Come to the place where you know God's words can come true. Come to the place where there's love and healing for you, where the Lord up above will enfold you with love today, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is through.